Taurus, how's it going? Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Chandler and this is your intuitive energy reading for this week. Here we are yet again for another weekly reading. I post every earth sign Thursday for you guys, so for those of you who are new to my channel, thank you and welcome. I do appreciate you tuning in and giving me a try. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you do resonate with this message. These are intuitive messages. Today I'm going to basically let the tarot guide me as I feel sort of like a blank slate for you guys. You could feel as if there's a lot of changes and you're just hoping things work out for the best. Not really a direction, not knowing what to expect, and that's kind of a good thing. So we're going to let the tarot guide us today. We have a bunch of oracle cards to discuss, as well as some pretty important astrology to go on, okay? So bear with me, all right? I'm feeling a little foggy, I guess. You guys could be, deep in shadow, deep in sort of the illusion, okay, is kind of what I'm feeling. So we're going to start with my Sacred Geometry Activations deck. This reading, as you guys know, may resonate with you if you have a sun, but don't forget to check your moon, rising, and Venus as well, okay, in Taurus or any other sign. What else? Oh, for cross watchers, this may or may not resonate with you. Of course, take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And I may be speaking with you directly during this session, so feel free to switch up the roles if that is pertinent to your story. Yeah. So I'm really feeling kind of like stifled. My words are a little slower than usual, okay? Feeling a little bit stuttery. There could be something that's, making you nervous or concerned about, okay? And of course, we're going into a time where Mercury is going retrograde next week. So that's going to put an emphasis on how we say it and what we say. Okay, so allowance and solar plexus chakra. To me, this is sort of showing a heart chakra and a solar plexus chakra. When we have an allowance energy, we are not resistant to anything, okay? We are not expecting anything either. We just simply allow what comes our way, figure out how to deal with it, allow the universe to take things as well as give us things. And I think that is a really specific message for you guys, is that a lot of you could feel like the universe is taking more than it's giving right now. Or it could be taking a lot of energy to fight for the things that you're wanting to stay or to happen, okay? And the universe is simply coming to you by saying, this is over. There's a chapter, there's a cycle that is coming to an end. So allow what is coming to you, okay? So allow and trust the universe. I also feel a very strong, significant message for some of you, that if you do allow, that quite literally universe will respond to you in money. The universe is planning on gifting you some amount of financial support for your efforts of going with the flow and allowing something to transpire or transition, okay? So those are the words that are coming up right now. But quite literally, I see you guys being gifted or rewarded, okay, for the effort here. So solar plexus chakra is a number 3. It's clearly the third chakra up from the base, from the root, okay? And so with the solar plexus chakra, we see that the motto is I can, okay? And so I feel like some of you really need some encouragement. Some of you need to know that it's going to be okay and that you absolutely can do this. Whatever is in front of you. And I think that is sort of shedding light on the shadow aspects or the illusion that you're moving through right now, is a simple knowing that you can do this. You were built to do this. You were made to do this. You signed up to do this. Okay, so you actually wanted to do this, as crazy as that may sound for some of you initially. Okay, when you agreed upon this life lesson, or when you came into this life, this is something that you were almost excited about. And so this is the energy of the I can in spirit. The frequency of allowance invites us to open to whatever comes our way, without judgment, without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. Yeah, definitely something coming to an end there. And I'm getting fertility from this as well. Okay, so the number 3 is the Empress, fertility. Some of you could be involved with a fire sign, and they could be pregnant. The frequency of the solar plexus chakra, the yellow flower of life, supports our sense of self, our personal power, and our willpower, as well as our knowing of who we are and what our contribution is to the world. Okay. Lots to think about. We're going to use my manifesto deck to see what may come out for you guys. So we have one card on its face, and I'm not sure if I'll take the other ones as I don't feel they're as strong. We must not lose the urgency of this moment as it begs for us to begin something grand and important. Yeah. Taurus, you guys, you know this. We must not lose the urgency of this moment as it begs for us to begin something grand and important. Let's just see what the others are. Love is always the final and most complete cure to our inner demons. Talking about shadow. There is a nobility to those who do not let neediness or desperation compromise who they are. Yeah, we're going to let the tarot guide us today, guys, because I'm getting some hits that I don't want to scare you guys about. All right, let's do the angel. That one was for sure. That one wanted to come out. Let's do one more. Angel guidance for us, please. Angel guidance for Taurus. Oh, that is a big message for you guys. Ask and listen. Okay, so some of you may not have been great at listening or asking lately. So this is definitely in the art of allowance. Simply putting it out there, asking the universe what it needs, and promptly following its direction is the act of allowance. So we're looking at asking, praying, okay? You don't have to handle this all yourself, Taurus. You don't have to figure this out like you should know everything. In fact, people know much less than they may appear to know, okay? Because it depends on everyone's decision making. It depends on the circumstances at hand, okay? And I feel that whatever you're doing, there's many people involved. And so this has a direct effect over the circumstances as well. And what I feel your guides are telling you is to simply ask, okay? Ask for what it is you want. Ask for what it is you'd like to feel. Ask for what you need, okay? And then be quiet. And then don't speak. And then listen, because what is coming to you is in a divine way, and it's very subtle potentially. So, ask and listen. Ask us to help you in this situation, and we will immediately go to work on your behalf. We're governed by many universal laws, and among them is the free will that allows you to make your own decisions and choices. So we patiently await your request. Listen, quiet your mind, beloved one, and listen to our gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in a quiet and receptive state without worrying about the exact nature of your desire's manifestation. A quiet mind and body hears us quickly and clearly. This is our request to you. Listen. Okay, you guys. Time is of the essence. Let's get a psychic tarot for you. Messages for Taurus, please. Messages for Taurus, please. Temptation comes out first. This is the Devil card in this deck. Okay, so we're looking at a 15 representing the number 6. Now, you've been here for a while, potentially, Taurus. And what this is showing you is that in the traditional tarot, if we are to look at that image, we have the two lovers bound by change under the Devil's rule, okay, or law. And in essence, when one partner is suffering, the other does as well. And this is in essence temptation, action, manipulation that is based or rooted in the shadow or dark ego. When we're looking at temptation, one of the two partners potentially may be addicted to something, addicted to sex, addicted to alcohol, addicted to drama, addicted to people. You could also be involved with someone who really is this leechy, dependent essence that we saw, the neediness or desperation that is actually compromising your integrity. So what I feel very strongly for you guys is this is an aspect of your shadow that I had been sensing, and this is becoming more confusing than ever. Crown chakra. Now this is the chakra that is highest, okay, in the alignment process, and what it does is it brings spiritual information to you. Now we just had a solar eclipse, and this is a renewal, and a lot of people are going through awakenings. A lot of people are reawakening. A lot of people are getting a lot more spiritual energy, especially today as we celebrate Independence Day. It's no coincidence that America's Independence Day or Day of Celebration would also fall within the very midpoint of the Sirius Gateway. Now, the Sirius Gateway involves a star Sirius, which shines many times brighter than our own sun. And as the sun and it become entangled, right, in this alignment, it actually enhances our spiritual awareness, giving us a much broader spectrum to work with. So I feel that this is showing you, this is why time is of the essence. This is why you have to sort of nip this in the butt now, okay? Because as the solar eclipse would suggest, the sun eclipsing the moon is going to make that shadow very distinctive, very clear. And it's wanting you to look at it and release it. 7 is also an unstable number. It is that of movement. Material and spiritual prosperity, as I said, when you start bringing this information back down, okay, because we're looking at the numerology here, and we're looking at red being that of the physical. We're looking at you bringing the spiritual essence down, and being rewarded, okay, quite literally being rewarded. We have yet and again another 6. So these are the polarizing aspects of your realities potentially, right at this moment. So as we look at the number 7 and 6, we see that this may originally look as a digression, a step back, something that you don't desire. But in fact, the sacrifice is making your end goal or the ambition you have more holy in nature. Balance. Balance is the major arcana of the Libra energy. Now this is an 11 and it's an ascended master number. And as it also represents the number 2 being in parallel realities, one has to ask, what it takes to become in harmony once again. Now, this could be polarizing energies within yourself, masculine and feminine, or this can very well symbolize a divine union. But this is karmic justice. This is something working out in your favor. This is something of a protective energy from the universe, granting you gifts, resources, and skill sets that may be very rare in context. We're going to use my Lumina Tarot deck. Okay, for a pre-shuffle, we see the Three of Cups and the Ace of Swords. This is very distinctive of a third-party situation or extramarital affairs or lies and deception, or even that of addiction to alcohol or substance. Also to alternate states of reality if that applies. So we're looking at the truth coming out, potentially in an undesirable way at first. Okay, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is not something that you want to hear, but it resonates very strongly. And you may find that there's a point in there, okay? This is someone who may be bringing some information to you that is surprising in nature, something of a celebration gone wrong, a celebration gone awry. You could have been drinking during this time, not expecting something like this. Be very careful this month, Taurus, and especially this week. Someone is wanting to hold on to you. What is Taurus's core energy this week, please? What is Taurus core energy this week, please? Slow to move. I think that's a methodical... Oh, there's a hawk flying outside my window. That's a good sign. Okay, Queen of Cups and Four of Cups in reverse. Now, you could be involved with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And this person could be very psychic. This person could be very intuitive. This could be in a marriage, okay, or a divine union of sorts. This is also representative of the subconscious and deeply emotional wounds, okay? Now, why I say that is because this woman has been through a lot, right? And she does come bearing understanding, all right? I feel that this is a very understanding, almost forgiving energy, okay, as I'm feeling it. Now, this could either be a person already in your life that you may be associated with. This could also be a girlfriend or a marriage, someone of a mother energy. Now, I will say that what I was feeling is sort of being validated, okay? There's a new beginning for you, Taurus, and it may involve a mother of your children. It may involve having children with someone, but I don't feel so amazingly blissful from this energy. Actually, I feel that this is the surprise that you may not have been expecting, okay? Because with the Four of Cups, we're looking at someone doing something or not being able to let go, holding on, and there's a bit of emotional manipulation here, okay? Absolutely. And the Queen of Cups is again ruled by the moon. This is Cancer season. We are in the mother energy, very fertile energy. And this woman is ruled by cycles. On the other hand, and completely separate, you have Ace of Cups, which is new love. Of course, you can infer that this may be showing you about your drinking habits, celebrations, okay? going out and having a good time. It's not to say that it's all negative, of course. You're going to have a lot of fun this week. But with the Cups energy, I do feel strongly that you could be involved with the water sign, okay? The Ace of Cups is also representative of a spiritual union, okay? Divine union, something of a new beginning that is emotionally in harmony with your soul's lessons, okay? There you are, my dear King of Pentacles. So, Taurus, I feel very specifically that you could be torn. You could be torn, okay, and asking for guidance because the illusion is so thick. Okay, whoa, we have the Eight of Cups coming out, okay? So again, another Cups energy, and we have your card overlaying the Ace of Cups, okay? But it's in reverse. All right, so we're looking at leaving a situation. We're looking at no longer investing your energy or quite literally not wanting to proceed with this person maybe after this news comes out. The Eight of Cups and the King of Pentacles asks you to think very clearly about your investments, as it could swing both ways at this time. The Eight of Cups and the King of Pentacles in reverse shows me that you're withdrawing an investment from something. You're realizing this may be too difficult, okay? This could be a shadow aspect as well that you're having to face. These two cards came out, yeah, these two cards came out before. So we have the Two of Pentacles, which is your finances, and things could either be leveling out or you could be asking yourself how to level things out, right? How to make a change that is significant without throwing yourself completely off kilter. Okay, this is a more important decision that you're making. Then we have the Sevens present. Okay, so this is the challenge at hand, Taurus. You are being asked to follow divine guidance without having the external validation of it. Okay, so with the number 7, we see a little bit of imbalance. We see something that needs to move or needs to change. Okay, and with the Chariot energy, this may involve a water sign or someone that you're deeply emotionally connected with. Again, water rules subconscious and deeply rooted traumas or even deeper desires. The Chariot is also the Cancer energy, and we see the eclipse here. Okay, so there's something very significantly coming to an end in your life. There is something that you are being released from, but you have to ask yourself what that is. Because your heart and your head must be in the same place in an effort to move forward in the right way, no matter what way that is. So again, where you find the energy of allowance is bang on. It's bang on. It's right on, okay? The allowance is what's right. If you feel that this is the right life path for you, Taurus, then by all means, trust that feeling. Because you're stuck in illusion, and going anywhere from here is probably for the best. But I will say that there is a higher version of your path, and there is a lower version of your path, as we see, okay? So, we have the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. I feel, Taurus, that you may be rushing towards someone. I feel that you may be making a financial or foundational shift so that you can truly commit to someone, right? As the Chariot represents the Cancerian energy, this is definitely talking about long-term commitments. This may be talking about, home and family. This may be talking about leaving the past behind, okay? In some kind of mutual agreement, right? Mutual agreement being either with one person or another, or within yourself, okay? So Taurus, I think that what you're going to find this week, this throat thing, it's happened more than in your reading than any of my other readings. And I feel like you are at the breaking point of not knowing what to say, not knowing how to express yourself, and that something needs to be said, and something needs to be addressed, okay? So in that energy, I'm going to continue to sip my water, but you can follow me toward your clarity reading. I'm just going to take a short break in between these videos. You don't have to go anywhere else. If you'd like to continue with me and get to know the players here or the people involved, please continue on with the clarity. I generally charge for extendeds, but since I missed your readings last week, Taurus, this is free to you. So if you continue on with me, thank you so much. After about 20 seconds, the video will renew in the clarity portion. And if this is where we part, thank you so much. I enjoyed this reading, and I will see you next week. Hey Taurus, thank you so much for following me over to your almost personal extended reading. This is going to probably be pretty exciting. We have a few leads here as to your future with someone and a potential outcome as well. Now, what I want to do is just sort of take a look back at your oracle cards. Of course, we're asking you to ask the angels for guidance. We're asking you to sort of use that spiritual mental space, to remain open, allowance, right? And to listen and have confidence to the instructions that you may receive. A lot of this water energy that you have been receiving in your reading is very receptive energy. It's talking about being very sensitive to your surroundings, getting clues or subtleties that can really enhance your intuition rather than block it. If you remain open and unbiased or aware to your surroundings, okay? We have a few messages up here. We must not lose the urgency of this moment as it begs for us to begin something grand and important. Putting a bit of a emphasis on your movement forward and the time, okay, that is right for this. Love is always the final and most complete cure to our inner demons, looking at temptation and what you truly love rather than what may be a manipulation, an obsession, an addiction, okay? There is nobility to those who do not let neediness and desperation compromise who they are. Balance, okay? This is really showing us here that something in your life is a little out of balance, okay? And it may be that you feel not so connected or sure of the future. But if you remain in your nobility, okay, and potentially detached from the outcome, you may be able to see a fuller encompassing outcome for yourself. All right? So with that being said, I think it's safe to move forward. I think what we'll do is use my Lover's Path. All right, as it does seem that this has to do with a relationship. That is my guess. Also, we have 3 6s present. Yeah, so 3 6s and 2 7s. Right, I say 3 6s because this is 15, this is a 6, this is a 6, okay? 6 of money or coin, okay, representing equal exchange, marketing yourself, leveling up in business, okay, having a promotion or some recognition coming your way. And then we also have the Lovers on the bottom of the deck, which is what we ended on, which is also a number 6. Okay, so now that we're all on the same page, I'm excited to see what comes up. Firstly, I want to see what's going on with your partner, Taurus. I want to dive a little bit deeper, okay, into this partner, this person, right? Please show me the core energy for Taurus's partner. What is going on with this relationship? Please show me the core energy of Taurus's partner. 6 of Staves. So this is someone potentially winning at any cost. You could be with a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. This is talking about doing something publicly, okay, public humiliation, winning at all cost, or potentially not feeling successful in their integral pursuits, and therefore taking the reins, so to speak, into their own hands. Now, we did sort of get an indication that this person had a bit of spite or reason, okay, to feel a little manipulative or like taking control here. Let me read out of the book for you, okay? Because I think we need a deeper understanding of the Six of Staves. In reversed, this can mean victory is elusive. You've done the work, you deserve the honors, but they haven't come. Perhaps because of a lack of awareness in those around you, lack of courage or honor. You've done the work, you deserve the honors, but they haven't come. Perhaps because of a lack of awareness in those around you. Interesting message there. Okay, let's get another clarity card for the Six of Staves. Yeah, Taurus, be careful of those who are around you, because even if it isn't a sexual partner, there could be some people who really want to steal your shine. There could be some people who are jealous, okay? They could be sort of vengeful in that area because of the recognition that you're about to receive, the abundance that you're about to receive. I'm seeing people like grabbing at you, okay? And this is talking to me about the neediness and desperation. Bit of a miserly energy, okay? So regardless of whether they're male or female, this person, I feel, is very intuitive. They may feel you inherently pulling back, which is setting them in a bit of a tailspin, okay? Let's continue. Clarity, please, for the Six of Staves for Taurus's partner. Yeah, King of Cups. So you could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is someone who may really be emotionally manipulative or have codependent tendencies. This person is typically a master underminer, okay? They're definitely looking at the situation as a whole and seeing how they may be able to flip it in their favor, okay? Emotional manipulation, as if to say, if this happens, you can't leave me, right? So if you're thinking of leaving or currently withdrawing, or maybe even making some success for yourself, this person is acting out of fear and greed. They definitely have their claws in you for some reason. So the Four of Coins is that miserly energy that we've been feeling. Not wanting to let you go, not able to move forward, not wanting to spend, so then they can't receive. Right? Not wanting to give, and so they can't receive. Let's see what else comes up. The King of Cups is typically Mr. Romantic, okay? And this person can be very emotionally stable. And in reverse, it does seem the opposite, that this person is either giving into shallow tendencies, not thinking of the long term, acting out of malice. One more clarity, please, for the King of Cups. You know, this person, as the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups make an appearance, we must infer that this person really wants to be with you. They really want to marry you. They want to take things to the next level. And this person could have children. You know, it could be this emotional manipulation, as if to say, what would we do without you? Or, yeah. Okay, oppression on the bottom of the deck. This is the Tower. All right. Is that all for Taurus's partner? I think that's all from the Lover's Path. We're going to go with a different tarot deck. We're going to use my traditional tarot, okay? Again, you could be with a Sagittarius, Temperance on the bottom of the deck, which also represents the movement. Okay, look, I have to pay attention to my cards because it just doesn't seem like things are clicking right now. It just doesn't seem like things are clicking right now, okay? And there's definitely news coming your way. Let's look at the King of Cups in more depth. Please clarify the King of Cups. I'm hearing, okay, that's kind of weird because I'm hearing like water moccasin, which is a snake, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if we have them where we are, where I am. But there's a snake here, and we'll see if we get any more evidence to that. I think they're very poisonous. Ace of Swords. Yeah, this is like news. This is definitely something you don't expect, Taurus, and so I would say this is maybe why time is of the essence, okay? When we're looking at the Ace of Swords, we have to either think, okay, this is undesirable news, or this is a straight-out lie. You know, and with the Ace of Swords, someone definitely could be saying something to manipulate you. This is news that the other person may act surprised about. Ten of Wands and King of Wands, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. When I say, you know, Taurus, there's a solar eclipse, and you have to move through a lot of shadow to get to the light. Now, what we're seeing is that things are becoming distinctly clear. Maybe you're realizing who you're surrounding yourself with isn't great for you, right? There also could be this tug and pull. Like one day you feel so sure that everything's okay and you're fine and nothing needs to happen, and then the next day you feel this urgency for whatever reason. This is because there's a 10 of Wands. Your efforts are not going to pay off with this sort of person. We have the King of Wands again, which I think is still the same person that you're with, because we have a lot of Cups energy, which they could have a lot of water energy in their chart, definitely in their moon or their rising, and then we have the bold energy coming through their personality, being that of a fire sign potentially. So with the 10 of Wands, we see that your energy has been really scattered, and maybe you haven't noticed these signs, or you know, you were just sort of trying to move forward and ignore the signs, okay? Because there's an ending here that is obvious, and it's literally kind of walking yourself to the tower moment. Because we have the King of Wands, and the King of Wands is, you know, a very fiery, intense person. The passion between you guys to be really amazing, right? We're looking at temptation, and maybe this is sort of what's been carrying you through. That's the thing. And the King of Wands could be you, Taurus, if you resonate with the masculine energy, you know. We know what Wands stands for. It's the phallic symbol, okay? So, needless to say, we have the moon on the bottom of the deck. Something will be revealed. There is definitely a secrets manipulation. What did we say in the beginning? That this person is ruled by the cycles of the moon. Cycles, femininity, fertility. Yeah. Taurus, you get what I'm saying, right? So, we'll leave that here, okay? And we'll continue on with my Lover's Tarot. Maybe they'll give us some more information to this new love, to this choice, or this outcome, okay? Because we see you moving forward. We see you taking advantage of an opportunity here, which, needless to say, If you do have a bit of manipulation, it may cause this long-term consequence either way. And I think with your integrity and nobility in the right place, you may just decide to stick it out with this person, okay? You may just decide to go with it. You may just decide to make that commitment, all right? What is the core energy of the Ace of Cups? Okay, is this another person? Is this a situation that Taurus is in? Please clarify. The Two of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Ace of Cups. Please clarify. The Ace of Cups, Two of Pentacles, and the Chariot. We're going to wait for a really clear answer from this, okay? I don't feel that my guides are telling me to pull from the deck, which would be the quicker way to get clarity, of course, but I'm really feeling that they're saying, nope, just wait for it, wait on it. So, we'll wait. Hope you don't mind, Taurus. We're just about 45 minutes into your reading. What's another, 5 minutes? Okay, so we have the Lovers again. Flying out of my hands and tumbling onto the floor, but it was in an upright position just before it fell, okay? So we're looking at the power couple. As you can see, Arthur, I do like this card because as we see in all the other Lovers cards, the power couple or the Lovers are equal. They're both standing in front of the tree of life, and they both have Archangel Michael above them. But with this card, with Guinevere and Arthur, they are a power couple. But of course, in this time, in this day, there was a king, okay, before there was a queen. And the way we're looking at this is you potentially, if I'm talking with a masculine here, having options, right? And that's how you feel, this week and potentially next and the next. Your whole month is going to be filled with women. Your whole month is going to be filled with these options. But one sticks out at you, because we're looking at a very supportive but potentially subtle role that the feminine plays in your life. Okay? So then if I'm talking with a feminine, this is you and your person. You truly want to help them. You truly want to be there and be of assistance. But it's not simply logistics, okay? Because as I said, Arthur had options. And he may still have options. Of course, he's the king. No one can limit what he does with his power. But Arthur and Guinevere have a very special union. Okay? And that's what it comes down to, that Arthur had options, the logistics of foreign countries, the exchange rate, the, partnerships that were being developed through marriage. It was easy for him to see maybe the circumstantial reasons why he would wed someone, but he chose Guinevere, not because of what she could bring to the kingdom, but because what she brought to his life, okay? So it is a very interesting and powerful union that you're contemplating. And I do feel that when you choose Taurus, you're gonna feel this because it's maybe the path less traveled, right? So let's see if we can get any more. Okay, we have that Four of Coins energy again. So money may be an issue. Money or, the physical may be an issue. Maybe not having resources for this person, maybe not knowing how to leave your current situation or how you're going to do it, right? Because we see, these financial issues being an issue, right? We see the 2 and the 4 being very stable energies, as if to say nothing really changes unless something dramatic happens. Okay? So, we have the 2 of Staves on the bottom of the deck again. And I do feel that with this energy, I think your partner is right on the same page there. But I feel that they too are kind of stuck. If we're looking at a divine union or spiritual union, they are not wanting to make the first move, okay? And that's this miserly energy coming from your partner. The Two of Staves, though, shows that they are willing to make an expansion, but that they may be afraid, okay? They may not know what the best option may be, because this could be going on behind the scenes. They may be aware of this, or they may feel as if you're not making the advancements towards them, okay? So it's not to say that they have forgotten about you or that they don't want to be with you. It's just that there's a decision here because there's options elsewhere, right? So with the Chariot, I think we need to focus a little bit more on that because that is your movement forward. We see movement here, which is away. Moving away is this Eight of Cups, right? This broken bridge. It's over time just getting weaker and weaker. So it's really advantageous to go sooner than later, right? And the Chariot says that your head and your heart have to be in alignment here to make that dramatic leap forward. So what is Taurus's next step? What is Taurus's next step? Yeah, I'm being told, okay, Judgment and Ten of Staves. So we have a leap and a quantum leap, right? What we're seeing here is potential judgment on your part, right? Making a judgment about something, calling the verdict. This could be legal, this could be financial, this could be to your obligation to another, right? But as we see Judgment, this is a further expansion upon the Lovers, right? This is heaven's intervention, right? Okay, so as you probably know, in the traditional tarot, as we see Judgment, there's these two lovers underneath Archangel Michael, and Archangel Michael is saying, okay, this road has been traveled, this part of the journey is over, right? So then the Ten of Staves is sort of what you have to give up or hang up. We have two confirmations here, but at least on this side, as we see a bit of progression, this is in an upright position. So if it's in reverse, it typically means that, you know, there's a significant loss here, that you have to walk away with feeling maybe directionless, and not deserving of all of your effort, okay, that has been poured into this. The Ten of Staves is very different. It could mean that you're building a monument. It could mean that you are walking yourself to a tower moment, quite literally, that may actually benefit you. Right? So the tower, they have two tower moments going on, ironically. But also, Judgment is the higher major arcana of the Libra card, and you have that up here as well. We also see a very significant number here with 10 being that of a cycle that has been completed. Right? So it's not to say that you have to do more work, but that you've already done the work. You could also be involved with a fire sign, okay, or air sign. But either way, Judgment has been called, and this cycle is over and just beginning in the same. So one thing that I like about Tannhauser and Elizabeth is that Tannhauser did go off and explore the world, and he ventured out and dated women and was actually betrothed to another. And then finally, you know, as his ripening judgment would suggest, he realized that Elizabeth was actually his one and only. And so he does come back to Elizabeth, and she's there waiting for him in the tower, saying, I told you so. Okay, so that's kind of how I see things going. However, there are so many people involved. Okay, and Taurus, you know, I think that whether or not you are male or female, that you have a lot of very distinctive people in your life. That isn't to say one is more important than the other, but I think what you're doing, which actually really makes the difference, is listening, okay, asking for that guidance and following it, which is truly leading you to a much happier place, okay? And it may involve sacrifice, it may involve giving up some bad habits, but as it would suggest, your ripening judgment says it all, your faith in the universe. And that this may be a long cycle as of yet, right? It's not going to happen or transpire overnight, but to keep the faith and to continue asking and listening would be really, really helpful. Okay, you guys, I loved this reading. I thought that was really insightful. Thank you again for sticking around with me for the clarity. Next week, unfortunately, you will have to pay a small amount for clarity, but needless to say, you can always join me on Vimeo and continue on after my readings there. Okay, so thank you so much, Taurus, and I hope you have an amazing week. Bye-bye.